What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ski420 here, and in today's video, we're going to go take a look at Crystal Hefner once again. Now, her book is going to release, I believe it's on January the 23rd. Her memoirs, okay, Only Say Good Things, Surviving Playboy, and Finding Myself. Her memoirs, all right, where she goes through how bad it was to be in that Playboy Mansion with Hugh Hefner, okay, how bad it was, how bad she had it, the disgusting things she had to do. She had lost herself, okay? I mean, that's what she would tell me. I lost myself. All right. Now, I made an original video on this about 6 months ago, okay? And that's what Crystal Hefner was originally talking about creating of her book and how she vowed that she was going to release the toxic truth about the Playboy Mansion. Everybody knew what the deal was, okay? Y'all were playing with this old man's balls for cash, all right? I mean, let's get serious, all right? You were in it for the money. All right, let's get serious. All right, people out here don't want to be serious out here. I had quite a few downvotes on that one. It was really toxic. It was toxic masculinity. I said these skeezers knew what they were doing, okay? And we're going to see right up here when she starts talking about it, where it's like, hold on a second. It seems like you might have been playing him. Seems like you were just playing your role to get paid. So let's go ahead and jump into it, okay? As I said before, Crystal's new memoir, and I don't know why, but for some reason, every skeezer wants to write a book, okay? Every skeezer wants to write a book. And I'm just like, bud, just because you were a skeezer, okay? Just because you were 304, just because you sold booty, okay? Sold your soul, don't mean you need to write no book, okay? I mean, just let that stuff go, all right? You can let it fade into the sunset. Man left you with some cash, and you just let it ride, all right? Folks forget about you. You just let it ride into the sunset. Maybe your life will be okay years down the line. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know, okay? But with her memoirs, Only Say Good Things, Surviving Playboy and Finding Myself, as I said, it'd be out January the 23rd. Okay, and she got candid with people before the tell-alls publication and admitted that she was never actually in love with her late husband. Guys, I want to reiterate that to you. She told People magazine before the tell-alls publication and admitted that she was never actually in love with her late husband. Now, does that seem like a power dynamic, or does that seem like somebody who's trying to take advantage, all right? Who's using their looks advantageously, all right, to get in the area in a position of power to garner fame and garner money? Let your boy know. I'm trying to figure it out. The people who were downvoting. Yeah, downvote it, dog. Downvote it. What about this? I was never actually in love with him, okay? Never actually. At all. Period. I was playing my part, playing a role. Oh, but it was so toxic there. Oh, yes, it was so terrible there. Even though I was just playing my role, I was acting per se. Okay, I got you. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that what they say? It's when you got the girls who do the OnlyFans content, do a little spicy video content. They be like, well, honey, don't worry. When I'm at work, I'm just acting. Okay, I know it looks like I'm getting pounded, like I may be having a good time. I'm just acting. I didn't feel anything. It's like, oh, I got you. You didn't feel nothing at all. I couldn't tell. I mean, look like you were getting worn out. Look like you're gonna be a little worse for the wear when you got home. That's all I'm saying. So let's see when she initially got there. Okay, at the point in time she was 21 years old. She got invited to stay at the Playboy Mansion in October 2008, and that's when she entered a relationship with Hefner months later. Now she was plotting. She was plotting and planning. Okay, don't think she wasn't. There's people out here, oh, no, I won't plot. No, she was plotting and planning. She was doing both at the same time. So let's see what she got up here. So at the time, I thought I was on top. I thought, wow, if I just like everything that he likes and do all the things that he wants me to do, then I'm the favorite. And I was. But I just lost myself in the process. Hold on a second, man. It sounds like right here you were running game, okay? You were running game. Your scam game was high, okay? Your scam game was on up there. I thought I was on top. If I like everything he likes and do all the things he wants me to do, then I'm the favorite. He will show me favor. I will garner the most gifts, the most money. I will be to the right of him. Is it to the right or to the left? I don't know. I'm gonna be on both sides of them. Okay, I'm gonna be on both sides of them. So, does this seem like somebody who was taken advantage of, or does this seem like somebody who was, as I said, using their looks, using their beauty, uh, and garnering a position of power, garnering cash considerations. So they like to call it cash considerations, and ultimately trying to get in for the win. That's the way she was when she was in there. Okay, I mean, they're like, "Come on down," you know what I'm saying? "Come on down." That's what they were saying. So I mean, come on, cuz. Does this seem like somebody who was taken advantage of? Just let your boy know. Maybe somebody out there tell me, "Oh, Cube, you don't know what you're talking about." Okay. Now, here's some interesting things that happen. Okay, a couple interesting things that happen. Maybe she had a change of heart, but it seems like she comes back. So Hefner had proposed to her originally on Christmas Eve of 2010, and she felt conflicted over the idea of marriage. Okay, Crystal explained that she initially accepted the proposal and later broke off the engagement just 5 days before their initial wedding in June of 2011. Okay, so he had proposed. She said yes. She's like, damn, do I really want to get married to this old dude? No, I ain't feeling the get married part. I'm gonna break that off. Okay. Now, she told the outlet how she ran back to her relationship with Dr. Phil's son, Jordan McGraw, for a brief period. So she got off Hugh Hefner's jock and went back to her prior boo, okay, her prior fling, and got back on his cock for a little bit, okay? Maybe you can't be riding multiple cocks out here, okay? It's not how this thing works. Hefner's like, if you want to keep getting paid, you can't be riding multiple things, okay? Mine's the only one in play. All right, the only one in play. So she went back to Jordan McGraw for a little bit. Okay, I don't know how brief it was. He must have really let her fire. You know what I'm saying? She had those couple years, those few years. What was that? What would that be? 2-3 years where she was getting that old wrinkled dick, old Hugh Hefner wrinkled dick, and she's like, man, I'm ready to go back to something that'll really get hard. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, boy, he really knew how to beat it down. Let me go back and get some of that for a little bit before I go back and I get paid. Okay. So, so it says she and the sex publisher finally reconciled and tied the knot December 31st, 2012, and she became his third wife. So she came back. Okay. Now, when she left and went back to Jordan McGraw, this was her time to get out. She didn't have to. She didn't have to stay in the toxicity. She had gotten out, but for some reason she came back. We're trying to figure out why. And got married. Okay, and got married. I'm like, huh, okay. Now let's see what else she got to say up here. This is where she's talking out of both sides of her mouth. She said, I realized I was dealing with a really big power imbalance. Yes, you heard that, guys. I realized I was dealing with a real big power imbalance. It seemed like a world of success and fantasy, but everyone's having to sleep with an 80-year-old. There's a price. Everything has a price. Well, guys, guys, did she think she was just gonna go up in there and get paid by this old dude and not have to suck them wrinkly balls? I mean, that's the number one thing that has to be done. She said everyone's having to sleep with an 80-year-old. Yeah, duh. Everybody knew that. But you knew when you went in the mansion, you had to get down. Okay, that was the whole that's the whole premise. Well, he paying you. Okay, and I know this is gonna sound bad, but dang, they stuck around for the cash. That's just all there is to it. They stuck around for the cash. I can't feel sorry for you when you stuck around for the cash. You had an opportunity to leave, Crystal. You had left and went back to Jordan McGraw. All of a sudden, you in right back up in the crib. I wonder why. Did you cash reload? Let your boy know. Did Jordan tell you like, oh man, I just wanted to strike it one more time. You know what I'm saying? Rekindle the old days. You can go back to him. I mean, what happened? Everything has a price. That is true. Everything does have a price. Ain't nothing out here free. Okay. Ain't nothing out here free. There's only 3 forms of payment, okay? It's cash, ass, and blood. Okay, that's it. I want y'all to remember that. Cash, ass, and blood. That's it. That's the only forms of payment out here. All right? So it said the former Playboy Playmate of the Month also divulged how restricted the lifestyle at the mansion was for her and the other bunnies while under a hip. Oh, God, it's just so restricted. Won't let us do anything. Makes us wear makeup the whole time. Makes us get our nails done, our hair done. It's so toxic in here. Man, it's so godly, bud. Oh man, but this stuff is stranger than fiction. You see, this is the stuff that I'm like, oh no 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 no, you can't be a harlot and then come cry on the back end when you knew what you were doing. Okay. Now she added that he would give each of his girlfriends an allowance that he handed to them in neat bills. Hey, well, I mean that's mighty wide open. That's mighty wide open. Hey, an allowance. I mean, I don't know what the allowance was, but hey, I mean, he was like, look. I know that you wouldn't be here unless if I didn't have cash. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay up front. All right, I'm gonna pay up front. Look, y'all all were just prostitutes, man. It's okay. Just admit it. Just admit it. This is no surprise. You all were prostitutes. Okay, that's just all there is to it. I mean, don't have no shame in the game. Just admit it. Or are you gonna say that in your book? We were all prostitutes. I mean, you gonna say that? Probably not. She probably won't say that. Okay. But it says our nail polish couldn't be anything but some neutral color. No French manicure. What a sad day. You only let me wear neutral color nail polish. Y'all hear? Neutral color nail polish. Oh, it was so terrible. My goodness. Crystal even remembered an instance when Hefner would make a note to her when her natural brown hair would start to show by her roots. So I'd have to go bleach it and it would burn my scalp and I'd have blisters. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do that that wouldn't burn your scalp. Why didn't you go to somebody? I'm pretty sure he would pay for you to have somebody do it. Were you doing this yourself? Was it an at-home kit? I mean, you mean to tell me he wouldn't send you to a professional to get this done? I'm trying to figure the thing out, bud. He said, but for some reason, I thought this was all normal, and that's what it meant to be seen as beautiful in Hef's eyes. Man, stop. You were trying to make sure you stayed in his good graces, make sure you was the number one gal, and you garnered the most amount of money. And when that ninja passed, you were able to take everything. You knew he was on the way out. You knew this. You was like, he on the way out. I ain't got to I ain't got to play with these wrinkly balls for long. He on the way out. I mean, please now. It says she revealed that she once had a conversation with Hef, and he let me know once I go, when I'm gone, please only say good things about me. You couldn't even do that. I mean, may I ask you one thing, okay? May I ask you to do one thing? Man leaving you money, pay for everything, okay? Got you in the crib. You ain't never loved him. He knew you didn't love him. He knew it. He knew it without a doubt. He knew none of these skeezers loved him. They loved the fact he had money. That was it. All right, the fame. He said, "Look, when I go, just don't make it seem like I was just some old douchebag. If you could, I mean, I'm leaving you some cash, and you couldn't even do that. Okay? Are you out of money? Is that why you need to write a book? Are you out of cash?" I mean, boy, she said, "I kept that promise for the last 5 years after going through a lot of therapy and healing." Oh dear God Almighty! So she had a lot of therapy and healing. I realized that I need to be honest about my time there. The book is about healing from a toxic environment, healing from him making me change my hair color to blonde the way he wanted it, to bleach to brown out, healing from him wanting me to have a neutral color nail polish. Oh man, I hope she's got more in there than that. Okay, I hope she's got more in there than that. She probably has some sexual exploits. Okay, all right. There probably will be a little sexual exploits, but you were there for it. Okay, I mean, you were there for it. You were there for the cash. You were there for it. All right. So this book is about her healing. Okay, that's what this book is. All right, it's about her healing and about the fact that she can't keep her promise. I mean, she probably looked half right now. I said, "I promise," and then the minute she needs some extra cash, she said, "I'm gonna write a book." All right, that's what happened. Now, I said, while her memoir is full of jaw-dropping anecdotes about her life as a member of the illustrious Playboy Bunnies, one story centered around Hefner indulging on Viagra until the very end. It was like, Bo, of course he had to use Viagra, man. What are we talking about? I mean, how? What was he, 91 when he died? I mean, guys, how old was Hugh Hefner? Hold on. How old was Hugh Hefner when he died? Okay. Oh, the man was 91. And of course he had to use a pill. No, dear God, man. Come on now. They said the erection-inducing pharmaceutical eventually caused him to go deaf in one ear. Dang, boy, he was popping that many. Oh no, he was striking all the bunnies. Hell, but he had to have a pill. That thing was spitting up dust, Bo. By the end of his career, end of his life, it was spitting up pure dust. Man. Boy, man hit a lot of meat. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Only say good things. Just coming out. Do you feel sorry for her? Do you feel sorry for Crystal Hefner? How much money did she get? Let's see. How much money? How much money was left to Crystal Hefner? Okay. All right. So here's what we got. All right. So Crystal Hefner was entitled to a substantial payout, $7 million in cash. Crystal also inherited $5 million Hollywood Hills house, which Hugh left in a trust for her to live in after his death. I mean, guys, left her $7 million in cash. All right, $7 million in cash. All right, left her a crib to live in that she could sell. All right, and stayed somewhere else. And she's still out here gonna slander my man's name in the streets. After the one thing he asked her not to do, he said, "Can you not slander me in the streets?" Yeah, I love you. I loved you from day one. I loved you from day one. Then 5 years later, she slandered the man's name in the street. Now, I know that he was a perv. I know he was raunchy. I know he was nasty. But damn, everybody knew that. Come on now. The man had a damn magazine company that showed naked women. Of course he was raunchy and nasty. That was obvious. But dang, Bo. I mean, he left you set up. And all you got left for him is just to shit up on his name. I don't get it. And then act like you were the victim. I'm the victim here. It's like, no, you're not the victim. Matter of fact, you got up and left. You got up and left the man, and he still brought you back. So I mean, I want to know your thoughts in this conversation below. Okay, am I off kilter? I know some folks will be like, oh, Cube, oh, she's a victim. You know what I'm saying? She's a victim. But from what she's telling me right here, she ain't love him the whole time. She was just using him, and the man left her the stuff. So I mean, hey, I don't see where she should have anything bad to say about him. He could have left her nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can actually do that. I don't know if you can actually do that with being married, but I'm just saying. He could have left her nothing, but dang, Bo, he thought enough about her where he left the stuff for her. So I mean, I thought that would be pretty good. Where you could at least take the stuff to the grave with you. All right, but no, I got to put it out there because obviously I'm running short on cash. So I want to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hope y'all did enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.